to lead the Nets while trying to avoid going down 3-2 in the series against the Bucks tonight. Kyrie Irving has been ruled out, but James Harden has been upgraded to doubtful at this point. Chris Broussard still with us. Chris, what do you expect from KD and the Nets tonight, as we will all be watching him?
And yeah, Jen, on Harden, the reports are that he's actually going to try to test his hamstring and shoot around this morning. And so, obviously, if he plays, that changes everything. But let's assume he doesn't. I like what I saw from KD yesterday in his press conference. I thought he had his game face on. I thought he was not making any excuses. He wasn't feeling sorry for himself or anything like that. So I like that attitude. And he's obviously going to have to play a huge game for them tonight. Here's another. The key to me is this. I do not believe the refs will allow P.J. Tucker and the Milwaukee Bucks to be nearly as physical as they were in the games in Milwaukee. Steve Nash, he's already, he's smart. He's throwing it out there. You heard him say, right, he planted the seed and he said P.J. Tucker was playing like non-basketball physicality with the Nets. And he was. I mean, I loved it. It was almost like going back to the 90s basketball with what Milwaukee was doing. But there is no way I think the refs will allow that in Game 5, which obviously will help KD. KD is going to, as he said, he's going to have the ball in his hands a lot more, assuming Harden's not there. And look, he is not LeBron James or Luka Doncic as far as playmaking. So he can bring the ball up court. He is a good passer, but he's not what those guys are running the point. So I think he can do an adequate job at that, but he won't be exceptional at it like LeBron or Luka, and just when they double him or trap him and try to get the ball out of his hands and picking them apart with passes to the right players. And let's be honest, the right players aren't out there. So even if he were doing that, it's going to be tough. I predict that KD will go for 37 points, 6 assists, on 46% shooting. I'm getting specific. In a loss. I hope Brooklyn can win because I think it makes it more dramatic for the series, especially if one of their 2 stars can come back. And obviously I picked Brooklyn in this series. So I hope they can win, but I think 37-6, 46% shooting, and a loss for the Nets.
Wait a second. I got to ask. You said he's going to make 46% of his shots?
Yep.
What tarot cards are you reading? I mean, where did that come from?
Man, he from Louisiana. You know they got the voodoo on it?
I don't know. That's scary.
You know when the been
I don't
out?
mess with the tarot cards. but no, because obviously, whether he shoots 50% or better or hits half his shots or better, that's critical. I don't think he'll hit half, but he was, 37% in the last 2 games.
20 or 53.
I think he'll be markedly better than that. I think he'll be markedly better. What was that?
He was 20 or 53, 11 or 28 in Game 3, 9 or 25 in Game 4. Chris, the thing that we're asking Kevin Durant to do is something that he's never been asked to do in his entire career. He's always had someone to facilitate the offense for him. He's always had someone to do the dirty work as far as rebounding for him, be it Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams, Draymond, Kevon Looney, whomever the case may be. He's always had someone to run the offense. Russell Westbrook, Draymond Green, Steph Curry, Kyrie, James Harden. For the first time in a very, very long time, maybe since high school or even college, he does not have a guy to get him the easy shots. He's going to be required to get everybody else easy shots. We always ask LeBron, be like Kobe, be like Mike, take the game over, shoot the ball 30, 40 times. Well, now you're going to ask Kevin Durant to be Magic or be LeBron, or as you said, Luka. Not only do we need you to get 30 to 40, but we also need you to grab 13, 14 rebounds while dishing out 10, 11, 12 assists. So we've never asked Kevin Durant's never been asked to do that. I'm not saying that he can't do it. He just hasn't been asked or has been asked to do it over stretches of time. Without Kyrie, without James Harden, Skip, he needs to be that. But the difference is when he was in Golden State, he had Clay, he had Steph, he had Draymond. With Brooklyn, for the most part, he had Kyrie, even though they weren't there a lot, Kyrie and Harden. Now he got Mike James. Now he has Bruce Brown. Now he has Joe Harris. Now he has Blake Griffin. Now you're going to ask Blake Griffin to be what he was in L.A., what he was in Detroit.
Right.
That's a whole different animal. You're asking Joe Harris, you know what, Joe? Holiday got your number. Because, see, he don't have to worry about Kyrie. So now he can focus his attention on you. Chris Middleton, like, okay, I can help PJ because who else out here am I worried about? Giannis, who gonna guard Giannis? They played Blake on Giannis, and all of a sudden, they sent him to the bench and then had Bruce Brown trying to play Giannis. Had Joe Harris. I'm like, what? Giannis should not shoot 1 3 in this game. If Giannis take one shot outside of the paint other than a free throw, I'm going to be sadly, sadly disappointed. Get your butt in the lane and punish this small team.
So, Shannon Sharp, do you think if the Bucks decide to blitz and double Kevin Durant every time down the floor, as you are recommending, do you think he's capable of getting 10 assists tonight?
Could he?
I do. They have to cash him.
There you go. Skip expectations. You got a different expectation of Joe Harris.
What would that mean for his points, too?
Yeah. But I'm getting the ball out of his hands.
What would that mean for 23 and 10 is not enough.
30 and 10 probably not going to be
I'd rather
enough.
have 37 and 6. Yeah, he's going to have to score big points.
Okay, so here's the point you both have missed. Maybe you know it, you just don't want to say it.
What?
The pressure has swung wildly from the Nets to the visiting team, the Bucks, because all of a sudden the Bucks went from hopeless underdogs to prohibitive favorites.
Yeah.
They're up to, well, I guess the Harden thing knocked it down, but a couple hours ago they were a 5-point favorite.
Yeah, I think it's 4 now.
And now it's down to 4 because of the possibility that James Harden might or might not play.
Correct.
But at least there's doubt.
Right.
Okay, so it went down to 4. But they're still strong favorites. Well, you don't think the pressure's not on the Bucks?
It is, but it's also on Kevin Durant, Skip, because guess what? Kevin Durant has never gone into the playoffs in the last 5 years as an underdog.
Okay, but nobody expects him except you because you want him to not look like the best player on the planet.
Hold on.
Nobody expects him to win this game.
Why would we not expect this from the best player on the planet when we've expected it from the best player on the planet for the last decade? So we're going to ask Kevin Durant not to deliver us something that you've demanded from LeBron.
You mean we've expected from Kawhi?
All right, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this, Shannon. I'm with Skip on this. I think Kevin Durant, in a lot of ways, he's in a no-lose situation because nobody's expecting him to win this game.
Whoa! How do you mean? Hold on. Chris, this is a good team. This isn't a super team. But you expect, hold on. You expected...
No, but they are a legitimate championship contender. If they get past Brooklyn, they got as good a shot as anybody to win the championship. Now, here's what I'll say. Kevin Durant, while close, is not as good as LeBron. Like, in their primes. Both of them in their primes, LeBron is better.
That's not what Skip's saying.
LeBron, well, I think he'd give it to LeBron in his prime, I think. But hold on. LeBron, even at his best, even in his prime, only beat one championship caliber team ever without a second star. And that was Detroit in 2007. Otherwise, he's never beat anybody like that without Wade, Bosh, Kyrie, or Anthony Davis. So to ask that of Kevin Durant, I don't think that's fair.
Whoa. Hold on. The man joins a super team. He's always been favored. He's always had the luxury of saying, you know, if I got an off, I got Steph, I got Clay, I got Draymond, I got Kyrie, I got Harden. Are you saying the teams that LeBron has played on, be it with D-Wade and Bosh, are the equivalent of what KD has played on in Golden State and in Brooklyn? Is that what you're telling me?
What I'm saying is he had 2 superstars just like Durant did. I do think Golden State and Brooklyn were better because the pieces fit together than that Miami team. But he's nonetheless had 2 superstars with him in their primes.
I'm not okay, but I'm talking about in the playoffs. In the playoffs, LeBron has gone to the finals with no superstar, with no all-star.
But he didn't go through a team like Milwaukee. Toronto wasn't close to this Milwaukee team.
I'm glad you said that. So